Liberate IT is an Oracle NetSuite solution provider that has been servicing Australian and New Zealand companies since 2011.
So just before I kick off, I just need to acknowledge that today's session is recorded in July 2021 and things change on a regular basis. So if you're watching this in the future, come and talk to me to see if there's anything new that's been released. Also, based on the needs of the business when you first purchase NetSuite, each customer is on a different edition of NetSuite, some of which come with one or more of the modules pre-bundled that I'm going to be going through today. So if you're unclear which modules your NetSuite comes with, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me after this webinar. I'll be more than happy to share that information with you. Today, I'm going to do a bird's eye view over each of the modules that are available separately for sale to existing customers. To do each one justice, I would need to spend an hour going through all the features and benefits to you for each one. So given that I have just 1 hour to spend with you this morning, we are going to do a quick drive-by. If you'd like further information on any of the modules that I will discuss today, please get in touch. I also need to mention that NetSuite descriptions change over time. I've been with NetSuite now for 6 years, or working with NetSuite now for 6 years rather, and I'm familiar with terms such as advanced inventory rather than inventory cloud management service, even though this has changed around 2 years ago. So I tend to use the old descriptions of some of these modules, so my apologies in advance. Before we begin, I think it's also important that I outline what we won't be covering today. That is, we won't be covering any offering made by anyone other than NetSuite. There are, of course, a range of suite apps out there that can complement NetSuite, scripted solutions that we might build, and of course, any other third-party solutions that integrate with NetSuite. And they are all topics for another day. Further, I won't be covering any offering from NetSuite which is not available to New Zealand or Australia. This includes solutions like SuiteCommerce Standard, SuiteCommerce In-Store, Suite People, and Suite Billing. While some are on the horizon to become available to us, I will steer clear of those for now. Now that that's out of the way, let's kick off. Here's a high-level overview of all that I will be going through today. I've grouped the modules by functional area, though some do interact with others. For simplicity though, I will treat each one separately. Okay, so the first is the infrastructure and learning part of NetSuite. I'll be going through each of those individually with you. CRM, cheekily, even though that is always bundled with NetSuite, I thought I'd go into that a little bit more because it's a little bit undervalued. Finance, there's plenty of additional modules there that customers can take advantage of. Inventory and manufacturing, highlight there is WMS. Can't wait to talk to you a little bit more about that. Professional services, both NetSuite's own in-product offering and a best of breed there offered by NetSuite, and of course, SuiteCommerce Advance. Okay, here we go with the learning and underlying infrastructure purchases you can make. Many of you by now have a free Learning Cloud Support Pass. NetSuite have a great new solution for every user of NetSuite called the company-wide Learning Cloud Support Pass. When purchased, not only does each user gain access to the 1,000 hours of courses, the lab environments, and the documentation for their own individual learning, but also everyone gets access to monthly training webinars put out by NetSuite, particularly covering new features. You'll also get support from the NetSuite Education Advisor to drive user engagement on the platform. So a little bit different to the standard Learning Cloud Support Pass there. In terms of infrastructure, the file cabinet storage is, well, exactly as it sounds. If you find yourself running out of space, you can purchase 10 gigabit parcels of additional file cabinet storage. The Suite Analytics Connect is a secure way of accessing the NetSuite database via an ODBC driver, rather than using the APIs. This allows you to connect things like Excel to NetSuite. Sandbox is crucial for ongoing development, testing, and training for your team. It helps our support team replicate issues for you, and also a safe place for us to deploy new scripts for your user acceptance testing. If you don't have one, I would really encourage you to look into this. Suite Cloud Plus license improves the performance of NetSuite. Bottlenecks can occur when NetSuite is integrating to many separate applications. A Suite Cloud Plus license increases throughput by 3 times. Not only that, it more than doubles the number of processes that are running your scripts. And last but not least, it also more than doubles the upload speed of CSV imports into NetSuite if that's something that you're doing on a regular basis. Finally, a service tier provides you with your own NetSuite database. This means you won't be impacted by other transaction-heavy organizations that may cause a drain on your environment. It also then gives you greater flexibility around choosing upgrade dates and times and more maintenance windows. It also comes with a free sandbox. Okay, moving on to CRM. To be clear, CRM is free with your NetSuite application. I'm deliberately including it here today as I think it's one of the most underutilized parts of NetSuite, and so really worth the mention. NetSuite, as you know, is an ERP or enterprise resource planning tool. Its strength comes from combining what is happening in sales in real time and what is happening with inventory right now, with how this is impacting the financials. So an underutilized use of CRM will detract from the overall value you're getting out of NetSuite. There are 2 key areas I want to touch on: sales and case management. So first, sales and marketing. NetSuite CRM allows you to send out electronic direct mail, or EDMs, to your prospects and customers. You can see who is engaging with your content for the effectiveness of the campaign and track resulting sales from the campaign. NetSuite comes with 120,000 EDMs a year. If you use those up, additional marketing emails can be purchased. From this, leads flow and prospects can be tracked and managed through the pipe. CRM allows you to set the sales team targets, called quota, measure them against their quota, and track their engagement with leads, create visibility around their individual pipeline that rolls up for the sales manager for forecasting. NetSuite is equally suited for both reps focused on new business and account execs or sales support teams focused on sales to existing customers through opportunity management. CRM can also be used for the support desk. Cases are captured and tracked through to resolution. Cases can be escalated to people outside of the team for actioning if needed, and groups of cases can be escalated as an issue that can be assigned to the production team for rectification or to the software development team, depending on your industry. Customers can have free access to the support portal for transparency. The team at Liberate uses our own support desk. It provides 360-degree insight into what is going on with your customer, meaning everyone in your business has all the information they need about your customer in one place, whether it be what they are buying, what issues they've had, what their annual spend with you is, and how often your team have been in touch with them. Okay, now that that's out of the way, here are some modules that expand on the functionality for the finance team. Okay, let's kick off with fixed asset management. Fixed asset management allows you to eliminate spreadsheets and manual effort from your company's asset and lease management processes. It gives you a single version of the truth for company-owned and leased assets. There are options for depreciation and amortization schedules and gives detailed asset reporting. Of course, it integrates seamlessly with NetSuite's core accounting functionality. Okay, advanced financials. NetSuite Advanced Financials brings added functionality to NetSuite, such as budgeting, the ability to quickly allocate central expenses like rent and power across departments. It facilitates amortization and provides you with statistical accounts for non-financial data such as headcount. Finance departments can further automate billing through the creation of customized billing schedules and templates, and automates the creation of invoices based on different types of orders. It provides milestone billing schedules that ensure work is billed as it is completed according to your service contract. It can also perform advanced allocations using those statistical accounts. All right, it's a lot of finance words there. Moving on to NetSuite OneWorld. NetSuite OneWorld provides the ability to operate multiple legal entities all through the one NetSuite account. It expands on that by allowing you to set up operations overseas, report in the overseas currency, and can be compliant with the overseas tax nexus and consolidate the results to your own domestic currency. Each OneWorld license gives you an unknown number of subsidiaries in each country. Additional country licenses may be purchased if operating overseas. OneWorld is a real strength of NetSuite. The subsidiary navigation tool is easy to use for quick reporting. And should you have your entities purchasing goods or services from each other, NetSuite simplifies this process with automatic elimination between those entities. It's a real time saver there. Could go on a lot about OneWorld, but I need to keep moving. Advanced procurement. Purchasing can be time consuming, inefficient, and brings risk to the business. The goal with advanced procurement is to help companies buy goods and services at the best cost and in a timely manner. It does this by automating the procurement process once you've set it up. It reduces costs and risk by channeling purchases to only approved suppliers and pre-negotiated contracts. It provides a senior management team with visibility on company spend by rendering real-time info on that expenditure and who with, including the vendor's performance. Okay, revenue management. Revenue management simplifies the complexities of the evolving revenue recognition legislation. So no matter if a sale encompasses a single performance obligation, a series of obligations spanning a time period, or diverse obligations in a bundle, you can match your revenue rules, whether it is by time-based, such as hours delivered, or percent complete of a project, or event-driven, such as when work commenced. The results enable the automation of revenue policy for compliance, real-time revenue intelligence, and actionable data. Revenue management ensures that you remain compliant with the revenue recognition accounting standards. This can free up the sales team to be more creative with their sales strategies and pricing models. By separating revenue recognition forecasts from actual revenue, it can give finance teams the confidence of when the revenue can be recognized by the accounting standards and can be reclassified easily for compliance purposes. Okay, Dunning's letters. Fun fact, the word dunning stems from the 17th century verb dun, meaning to demand payment of a debt. Regardless, I think it's a terrible sounding word, but that does explain the naming of this module. This module automates the escalation process of payment requests sent to your customers while keeping things professional and consistent, keeping things cool. The tool has a lot of flexibility, allowing you to define which clients and even which invoices are to be included or excluded. Of course, it allows your debtors team to pause the process if they have received a promise to pay or if they're handling a dispute. All right, NetSuite planning and budgeting. This is NetSuite's premium forecasting and modeling tool. NetSuite planning and budgeting facilitates both company-wide and departmental planning with modeling capabilities, approval workflows, and reporting within one collaborative solution. I've seen firsthand how difficult the budgeting process can be for an organization with many managers across locations and departments, each contributing their own budget request for approval. And this simplifies the process for the senior finance team. Sales plans and operations plans can be linked to long-term and near-term financial plans. The solution uses a powerful calculation engine, which can accommodate a wide range of business logic with fast in-memory aggregation and instant financial analysis and reporting. All right, some key features. There's data integration with NetSuite. This solution, just to be clear, sits outside of the NetSuite platform with its own user interface. It's flexible driver-based, what-if modeling capabilities with base case, best case, and worst case scenarios, all visually represented, like you can see on that top chart. Built-in financial intelligence and spreading logic, built-in commentary and annotation capabilities for your board reporting, flexible workflow and plan management capabilities, robust reporting, and ad hoc analysis with formatting and charting support, again, for board reports. And it's got robust financial modeling with predictive analytics. That's hard to say. Can produce effective management reports for the business, and it can integrate with the Microsoft Office suite via something called SmartView. All right, well, that is it for finance. We've covered a lot there. We're now going to move into WMS and all things inventory and manufacturing, sorry. Okay, here we go, WMS. This is something I'm quite excited about. Well, it's been around for a while now in NetSuite. This year's update has seen this module really mature into a solid solution. Through the use of handheld scanners and the NetSuite WMS module, you can now do the following with it. You can track inventory in real time as it enters, moves throughout, and exits the business. Inbound data capture using mobile device barcode scanning. Optimize the space throughout your warehouse. You can create efficient pick paths for the team and allows them to do multi-order picking at the same time. You can minimize your picking errors with the right data validation, which makes for happier customers. It can be used for inbound receiving, as we can see here. I've seen firsthand some of my customers receiving goods in, but due to the slow process of getting those into NetSuite, the warehouse guys start to pick from the receiving dock, meaning they need to pick from sales orders instead of picking tickets, because the picking tickets obviously don't know that the stock is on hand. And then you'll find yourself creating workarounds for the workarounds. It can be used to track the movement of stock within the warehouse or even between your different warehouses. It can also be used for cyclical stock takes. Of course, it can be used for the picking process to improve accuracy. I would really encourage you to start checking this out if you haven't already. All right, old school advanced inventory. I think most of you, if you have stock, you already have advanced inventory, but for those that don't and are looking to start selling product as well as your services business, here's something that's worth checking out. So if you're selling a good of any sort, you need NetSuite Advanced Inventory module. Advanced Inventory provides additional functionality for more complex inventory needs. A single real-time view of items, inventory, and orders across all selling channels enables businesses to fulfill orders quickly and accurately. With tools for tracking inventory in multiple locations, determining reorder points, managing safety stock and cycle counts, businesses are able to keep inventory costs low while meeting customer delivery expectations. It does this through demand-based inventory replenishment via reorder points and lead times. It also opens up the pick, pack, and ship process to bring together operations in the warehouse. Obviously, no need for hard copy tickets if using the WMS solution. All right, demand planning. NetSuite was built to support the needs of product-based businesses from its very beginning, and today offers a variety of native features, functions, and processes to help these businesses to have the right materials available at the right time, in the right place. One of those key features is the native demand planning module that is specifically designed to provide the user with the ability to predict required inventory based on historical demand or sales forecasts. This tool offers the right balance of powerful functionality and ease of use to help you manage your inventory more efficiently. As you can see, there's a lot that goes into demand planning. It's equally suitable for an organisation who, say, imports their goods from overseas or even domestically and then on-sells those, or even for a manufacturer. Talking of manufacturing, work orders and assemblies. NetSuite can be easily configured to support the needs of manufacturers of all types and sizes. And for many, the first step is to implement the work orders and assemblies module. Enabling this feature allows users to define assembly items, build complex multi-level bill of materials, create work orders, record assembly builds, and backflush components with minimal effort. Okay, the assembly item as part of that module. In NetSuite, an item that is manufactured and consumes other components as part of that process is called an assembly item. Assembly items can optionally be defined as lot numbered or have a serial number assigned to them. If a product requires full traceability from the components being used, where they came from and where the end product went, then selecting one of these options will ensure that traceability is strictly maintained. Right, the work order. In NetSuite, creating a work order is actually an optional step in the manufacturing process. However, if you require the ability to communicate to production what you want made, when you want it, and the components they need to use, then creating a work order is a critical part of that process. In this case, the work order is the starting point of implementing a production control system. Actual production dates are automatically calculated by default for related work orders. This enables you to track actual production dates to better assess your production plans, identify problems, optimize production runs, and make data-driven decisions. All right, quality management. As you may have seen from that previous work order workflow, there's an important step here for the quality check, very nicely highlighted by myself. Designing, manufacturing, distributing, and selling a product of high quality doesn't just happen by accident. It requires a company-wide commitment to enforce policies and standards. NetSuite's quality management solution has been designed to help you deliver the highest quality in your products with minimal overhead, regardless of the size and complexity of your business and product line. Can help you by formalizing quality policies, standards, and practices. It can initiate quality activities from transactions. It works with large volumes of raw data sets. You can collect in-process and incoming inspection results easily. You can compare to pass and fail criteria. It has integrated non-conformance reporting, and it helps reduce the cost of maintaining quality of your products. It also allows your quality team to perform inspections via tablet. The interface enables quality engineers to perform inspections, review standards, record data, and submit that data for analysis directly from the inspection area, providing real-time feedback and instant access to those test results. All right, going up a step now is WIP and routings. Well, one of the shorter slides here is actually one of the more complex parts of NetSuite, as it is much a tool for the finance team as it is the production team. Enabling NetSuite's WIP and routings gives you the ability to define a route for the manufacturing process, the resources needed to complete that process, and the expected time and costs required. Routings also provides a basis for the infinite capacity scheduling engine, which is a very fancy word, that can help identify which resources are being over or underutilized. Finally, capturing the cost of materials consumed during the manufacturing process creates a complete picture of the process costs before it's finalized, committed to the GL. So if you really want to micromanage the efficiency of each of your plant or each stage in the production process, that's the tool for you. But NetSuite also have advanced manufacturing. So if the WIP and routings module is not detailed enough, you should try NetSuite's advanced manufacturing module. NetSuite's advanced manufacturing offers comprehensive functionality and is specifically designed to help manufacturers of all sizes reduce operating costs, increase revenue, and better manage their business and supply chain processes overall. It is built on native NetSuite, ensuring manufacturing processes are connected to financial reports, inventory management, and outstanding orders in real time. The advanced planning and scheduling capabilities enable customers to effectively plan their shop floor and improve capacity and resource utilization, culminating in lower operating costs. It has functionality for both discrete and assembly manufacturers and also for batch or process manufacturers. It's run via tablet and supports fully integrated barcode scanning throughout that process. The Real-Time Manufacturing Execution System, or MES for short, has reporting capabilities for express data entry, work order completion, material issuance, downtime, as well as actual labour or machine hours reporting by employee ID. All this is managed through the Advanced Manufacturing Admin console in NetSuite. It's pretty full on suite, worth checking out. Okay, just dialing it back a little bit is grid order management. So this really applies for a broad range of customers, not just manufacturers. So if you're selling products that can be sold in a matrix, then this is for you. Often, but not exclusively, it's used by those in the clothing industry, such as when you've got multiple, you've got the same item in different colors and different sizes, and you just need to represent that in a simple way. Grid order management simplifies this view in NetSuite of the various products you want to purchase and sell, and it also allows you to print out that same matrix on the documents listed over here on the left. Okay, so I thought probably the easiest way to show you that is actually to show you that. And as you can see here, we have an item that we just want to know, okay, where are they available, what's on hand and what's on order. And it just breaks that down nicely for you there. A purchase order, if you can then click on Open Grid, it then just shows you that and breaks that down for you. You can actually represent the quantities that you need as a percentage or the actual units themselves. On a quote, you can quickly and easily see if you're preparing a quote for a customer, the breakdown of the different types there, quickly and easily put those entries in. And also for the invoice, you can break that down and have that appear on the invoice for your customer as well. So nice little feature there for you. Oh, and the packing slip, of course. You can have that on the packing slip. All right, moving on. Advanced order management. So advanced order management is actually a little unique in that it is free up to the first 5,000 orders. But then if you wish to continue using it, there are options to purchase more. Don't worry, you need to enable this feature. It doesn't just happen automatically. Here's how it works. I guess the best way to think of it is think of an omni-channel retailer. So order sourcing and allocation. The module decides the best location to fulfill from base. Sorry, let me start again. The module decides the best location to fulfill from based on your inventory levels at your different locations and your business rules. In other words, that's where it works out where you should ship from to ensure it gets to the customer the fastest and does this automatically. Exception management. So what we find now is that the team are now working by exception rather than by volume, as exception caused by inventory discrepancies. So let's just say they haven't done the stock take properly. They're automatically flagged for the team for resolution. If you want to enable store pickup, so you're allowing your customers to order online and pick up in store, you have full control over which locations and which items participate in that pickup process. Advanced order management enhances the sales order to support store pickup and mixed orders. Once pickup orders are received, fulfillment requests are automatically generated to the store. When inventory is selected, the system notifies the customer that their order is ready for pickup. Or you may choose ship from store. You control which locations and items participate in that shipping process and allow stores to intelligently choose the appropriate site to fulfill while managing the store capacity and inventory buffering to balance the needs of e-commerce and in-store fulfillment. This also includes built-in exception management functionality to accommodate store inventory discrepancies and capacity fluctuations. So in other words, you could direct all of your orders to one particular store, but they might be inundated and doing a really bad job of looking after the customers that are walking in. So you can manage that process automatically. Pretty nifty tool. Okay, we are just about there. Next on the list is the professional services area. You may need this even if not running a professional services consulting business. If you have people doing project work for you, you may find one of these useful. So first up, Suite Projects. Suite Projects is made up of what was once 3 discrete modules that have been bundled together for simplicity and better value. Suite Projects is a professional services automation solution natively built in NetSuite. Suite Projects combines with the CRM, payroll, and finance function, provides a comprehensive single platform to run a services team. Suite Projects drives increased resource utilization, improves on-time project delivery, speeds up billing cycles, improves invoicing accuracy, reduces overhead, and increases visibility into your services organization. With the project management element, you can enable project managers and team members to collaborate on projects, maintain current and accurate project statuses at all times, and allowing managers to proactively identify and resolve potential issues with each engagement. Resource management allows project managers to optimize staffing and utilization by minimizing unproductive time and ensuring that qualified resources are working on the right projects. Project accounting, connecting project activities with company financials helps ensure accurate accounting and billing, obviously, through the project lifecycle, and provides project profitability reporting. Reporting and analytical tools deliver on-demand real-time data, enabling you to monitor, report, and analyze overall project performance in real time. So those 3 modules, which were once all sold individually, are now all bundled together by NetSuite as something called Suite Projects. With that comes a bunch of roles, dashboards, KPIs, and reports, all out of the box for you as well, so that you can get started really quickly of taking that on. All right, really stepping up a gear now for professional services businesses, and this is designed for those organizations which are PSAs, is NetSuite's OpenAir. It's their premium professional services automation offering by NetSuite. And it is solely focused on those services-based businesses. OpenAir's standalone project management and budgeting tool, but it has tight integration to NetSuite underlying it. Some of the key features is that it's got dedicated mobile capabilities and it's mobile optimized. It's got team collaboration tools. It's got resource capacity planning and utilization, timesheet management built in, expense management built in, project accounting and automated billing. A nice feature, multi-language, multi-tax, multi-currency, multi-subsidiary. It's got real-time data for purpose-built reporting for both project profitability and resource utilization and forecasting. Quite a big product there, not really doing it much service. Okay, we are really powering through. We are almost there. We've got SuiteCommerce Advanced, which is part of the e-commerce offering from NetSuite. So it is called SuiteCommerce Advance, or colloquially known as SCA. It is highly customizable and configurable web platform built on and hosted by NetSuite. So in other words, it actually sits on top of the NetSuite platform. The biggest value that customers receive from being on SCA is that it provides a complete 360-degree view of your customer. SCA unifies e-commerce with your core operational business systems, such as inventory and order management, customer support, and financials. It provides a single view of the customer, their orders, inventory, and other critical business data that enables personal and relevant omni-channel experiences. Being built on NetSuite, there's no connector required, and everything takes place in real time. You come to understand how your customers purchase from you and when. SuiteCommerce Advanced provides businesses with fast and engaging web stores that deliver great shopping experiences optimized for any device. So NetSuite hosts that platform for you as well. There's no additional hosting fees or anything like that. There's a lot to go into. I'm going to quickly go through that, and then for B2C features, some of the B2C features that we can see here. So that's business to consumer. So that's obviously end consumers buying directly from you from your website. You can have a particular experience set up for them. And here's some of the features on there. And B2B is, NetSuite's bread and butter. And they understand the need for B2B customers to log in, place an order at their price level, seeing the products designed just for them. And all of that can be managed through the NetSuite application. They can log in to see what their accounts are, what payments need to be made. They can buy on terms, do all sorts of things there, which is great. Okay, again, really went through that quickly. Haven't done that much service, but here's an overview of all that I went through today. So today I covered off, the underlying infrastructure purchases that you can make for NetSuite, really to speed things up and get more out of the solution. CRM, I touched on the marketing campaigns. If you were to use all those up, would encourage you to use up the ones that come bundled with your account though. Finance, lots there for finance. And feel like I did not too much justice to some of the additional modules there. For inventory and manufacturing, really, if you're an inventory carrying business, you really ought to have advanced inventory. If you're manufacturing, start out with work orders and assemblies. If you really want to get that finite traceability around the cost of production, WIP and routings for you, you want to have a quality management check on that production process. And if you are wanting a tablet-based, barcode-based process within your shop floor, advanced manufacturing is for you. And don't forget WMS. It's really new for NetSuite this year. I'm really excited by that. It's come out, seeing some customers have good success with that. So let me know if that's interesting to you. Suite projects in OpenAir, really, if you've got a business that does sell inventory, but you have a services-based element to that for servicing or maintenance, Suite projects might be for you. If you're running a full-on professional services business, OpenAir might be better suited. And if you want an e-commerce experience, SuiteCommerce Advance is for you. Yes, SuiteCommerce Standard is coming. I must say it's probably more likely to be Australia than New Zealand in the next 12 months, but which is a more of a templated approach to the website build while retaining a lot of the functionality out of SEA. But SEA is functionally very rich, which is great. Okay, so that is the end of my presentation today. So I'm just going to quickly wrap up. I do have a question, and the question is there a separate advanced billing module? Yes, there is a separate advanced billing module. It actually comes out of the Suite billing set that is available in the US at the moment, not available in Australia and New Zealand. So unfortunately, advanced billing isn't there. But if you've got some requirements that you're after from advanced billing, let me know. We might be able to handle that for you. If there's any other questions, I'm happy to answer those after the session today. As always, in wrapping up, I'm really keen to understand any suggestions you've got for upcoming training, particularly from our team, but also any Suite apps that you might be using and find valuable, and you'd like to think that other customers might do that too. We're really keen to share experiences here. In fact, this whole NetSuite modules and what comes with NetSuite and comes bundled and what needs to be purchased as extra was actually a suggestion that came through. So hopefully I did a good job there. Coming up, we've got some Suite Apps focus software for budgeting and forecasting. Might be an interesting tool. It's a full-on BI suite, but they've just got their own NetSuite integration and a budgeting and forecasting tool. Not to detract anything from a NetSuite solution that I've just gone through, but that might be for you. Suite People is something that has been available in the US now for quite a few years, but not available in our region. And so we've had some success with Elmo for HR purposes. So we'll be planning a session in the coming months with those guys as well. Okay, so just some final housekeeping. The recording will go to our YouTube page. Please subscribe to that to be alerted to the new content when this becomes available. Any follow-up questions, please do get in touch with me. I'd love to hear from you. And I think that is it. So thank you, everyone, very much for your time. Really appreciate it. And I will be signing off now. Okay, take care.
We hope this video gave you the information you were after. If you have any further questions, get in touch with us using the links in the description. At Liberate IT, we can provide free consulting to understand your business system requirements, understand your company growth plans, and provide free NetSuite demonstrations. For more information, visit our website.